Hey guys, Dwight here with Robotic Mower Services, and it's a rainy day here in Amish country, and I'm tired of staring at this computer screen, and I've got a ton of stuff that I've been wanting to get out there to you guys, a lot of information about what's going on and everything. So I thought this would be the way to get a lot of it out there faster. Got a lot of stuff about automowers, about our business, and just all kinds of information. I'm going to start with something really cool that happened yesterday that we kind of realized. It was business as usual, head down and go. Just repair this, get these parts ready to go there, and all that stuff. We had three mowers three brand new automowers we were shipping out to Colorado. A customer out there bought them, shipped them out in the morning. In the afternoon, we're coordinating a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of automowers coming in for service and repair. And when I say coming in, I mean being shipped in from other states. So last night, after all this, it's like, man, you know what? There's a lot of cities and a lot of states that I was hearing today that, I'm not used to hearing, for that kind of stuff. Parts, yeah, it's normal, but with new mowers and repairs and all that stuff. So, got to looking into it. Turns out, we've actually sold an automower, at least one new automower, in half the states in the United States, including Hawaii, where in Hawaii we actually have a 435X out there, run up and down the volcanoes. Not really, but we do have a 435X out there. That's one that I shipped out there last year. I was part of that. I was the main part of that deal there. That was fresh in my mind because I was just talking to the owner about a week ago about some stuff with it, but I think we have like maybe a 310 or something else out there in Hawaii too. Obviously here in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina and Florida, we have a lot of mowers in those states. But then we've got them spread out here too, like in South Dakota, Texas, California, New York, New Jersey, Delaware. I mean, the list goes on and on. So we literally have at least one new automower that we sold in half the states in the country. I think that's pretty impressive. I mean, I'm really proud of that. But what I'm even more proud of is when we got to looking into it and all these mowers that are being shipped in. I actually just had UPS drop one off here from northern New York today. And we finished up paperwork for one that's coming in from Rhode Island and all-wheel drive. This one here is actually from the Richmond, Virginia area. It was shipped in. We got it all done. It's getting ready to be shipped back out. But after looking at all that stuff, here's the really impressive part. What I'm really proud of is we have literally put hands-on to repair and service automowers from over 60% of the states in the United States. Over 30 states that we have worked on automowers from. It's amazing. Yeah, we're here in an area where we can easily drive to, we're in Pennsylvania, we can easily drive to Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, parts of New York, New Jersey, whatever. That's 5 states right there. But over 30 states that we've received automowers from, where we've literally touched them, made the repairs, all that stuff. That's amazing to me because that's what our business was built on. And in this short of amount of time, to cover that big of an area, with actual hands-on service and repairs, it's one thing to be answering emails and talking to people on the phone, like, yeah, well, you want to check this, you want to do that, push this button, whatever. Because we do a ton of that. But to actually have the mowers then here, to work on them is incredible that people put that much faith into our product knowledge, what we're capable of, and everything. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Keep it coming. That's what we want to do. Our goal is to build your confidence in this equipment because it's a large investment. And in order for you to make that investment, you want to feel confident in it. And, we want to eliminate that fear. Another really cool thing is, we're moving a lot of mowers already this year. We're coming up to the end of March, but there's already a lot of them moving out. And, our business last year really grew more. I think today is actually 1 year that I've been full-time at Robotic Mower Services. Before that, it was just part-time. So, last year was amazing. We were in the top 5 in automower purchases from Husqvarna here in North America. We were in the top 5, and at the end of the year, we didn't have warehouses full of mowers and leftover inventory sitting around. We had enough that you could count on 2 hands sitting around yet left over, and that was because we bought some there towards the end of the year. But amazing job of moving through everything and keeping everything up to date. I'm really happy about that. Like I said, I'm excited about what's to come here in 2023 with the things we're seeing already. But I want to move back into the service part of it. I got this 435X sitting here because this is a really cool mower. I love the 435X, but let's be honest, when they came out, as we got more of them out there in the field, there was a lot of issues with them. And one of the big issues was that they're just being misdiagnosed. They weren't being repaired properly. People weren't taking the time to learn the machine and how it works, how it's supposed to function, in order to be able to make the repairs and get them back out there and keep the confidence in the machine. That's what we're here for. These machines, the older ones, if you got a serial number that starts with a 19, a 20, or a 21, there's going to be a lot of parts that have been improved since that machine was built. Ones that start with a 22, you're pretty much good to go. They have the latest and greatest of everything. We rarely see any issues with them. They're pretty solid. The ones before that, well, there was a lot of stuff there, and I know there's a lot of those out there, and we get a bunch of those coming in for repairs because there's still not the confidence in a lot of the areas out there to have somebody be able to repair them. Again, that's what we're here for. So, the 435X, if you go into our YouTube channel, you're going to see that we've got some videos on there. We started out last year where everybody was having an error saying their mower was lifted. We made a video showing the snap block caps. They go under here. It's what fastens the body of the joysticks. They would poke through. The joystick would poke through, cause the body to not be on there properly and say it was lifted. That solved a lot of problems for people. This right here. This is the cutting system, the cutting module seal underneath here. We were the ones that discovered that all the all-wheel drive models, the 435s and the 535s that were shipped here to the United States, did not have this. And it took rattling a lot of cages, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos to explain why this was important and what would happen with this not being in there and the result of it. So, all of the all-wheel drives with 2022 serial numbers and higher, they have this in there now because we pushed and said, it needs to be in there. It's on your IPL for a reason. That was us. Again, product knowledge. We went in depth on that. The knob here, original ones where you would push it down, that would stay down, and you had to pry it up to be able to make it do anything again. So this would slide down the switch and it would just bottom out and you couldn't push it. Because that solved the issue for a few people, that became the go-to. All the dealers said, oh, need a new knob. That's this knob right here. That wasn't solving the issue. The real problem was the actual switch underneath the knob. We've got a video on our YouTube channel showing how to replace this entire assembly. This is how you get the new switch. Comes as a part of this assembly right here. We show you how to replace all this. We show you how to check your switch to make sure that's the problem. All that on our YouTube channel. So you can be confident in buying one of these because if there is an issue with that, you can repair it yourself by buying the part from www.roboticmowerservices.com. Follow the instructions in the video and make that repair. Same way with this cutting system seal here. We got a video showing how to remove the entire cutting system from the mower. Then moving on to the other cause for a lot of lift errors. Switch cord, this right here. It's this piece down under here. If you try to lift it up under this arm, this is going to tell the motor to stop because somebody's trying to lift it. We've got a video showing how to adjust these. A lot of people were giving the information out there that, oh, well, if you're having a problem saying it's activated, just loosen up the screws so it's not as tight. Wrong. You don't want to do that. That's not how it's made to work. You're going to cause more issues then. Because if it's loose, there's more potential for dirt to get in there to cause you more problems. Again, in our video on our YouTube channel, we show you how to adjust it. If you have this style, where it's like the M style routing, we show you the new version, where it's more of a U or like a V routing. And if you need to replace it, or you have the new style to replace it, which you can get from our website, www.roboticmowerservices.com, you can follow our video and know how to replace this part on your own. DIY replacement, no dealer involved. Feel confident you can make that part replacement, you can make that repair, thanks to us and our video. Now, a lot of people, when you tell them, hey, I'm going to do something to my switch cord, which means I've got to separate the front chassis from the back chassis, they're going to say, well, you can do that, but then afterwards you put it back together, you got to take it to a dealer, and they have to recalibrate it so the front end knows what the back end's doing and they can talk to each other and make sure that they're lined up. We've got a video saying you don't have to do that, and we show you how. We explain to you how the magnetic sensors work with the magnets in here to tell this chassis where this chassis is at and vice versa. And we explain to you and show you what you can do when you go to take this apart to make sure you can avoid that trip to the dealer for recalibration, because it's not necessary if you follow the instructions in the video in our YouTube. That's the kind of stuff that we're doing to give you confidence in this machine here, because we think this is a great machine, and it's not its fault that it's just been misdiagnosed. It hasn't been handled properly by others. We want you to buy these in confidence. We're not saying you have to buy every one of them from us. If you do, I mean, you can be even more confident about it, but if you already own one, if you're looking to buy one, buy in confidence. Especially if it has that serial number that starts with a 2022. If it doesn't, and you buy one, or you already have one, and the serial number starts with a 1920 or a 21, contact us right away. We'll walk you through, what parts have been updated, and especially if you're having errors with it. We got this one being shipped in from Rhode Island next week because it's got a ton of errors because they bought it from a website where no service, no updates to anything, no nothing. I mean, it needs all the stuff done to it. But that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to do. A lot of people are out there pushing the latest and greatest technology, the newest, fanciest models. Hey, buy this, look at this, look what we can do, look what we can do. Oh my gosh, I can do this. Oh my God, look at this, look at this, look at this. But they can't figure out how to fix what they've already sold. We hold off on that. You're not going to see a whole lot out there on our YouTube channel that has to do with EPOS. Right now, you don't really see a whole lot about the 415X on our YouTube channel, do you? I mean, there's a video of one running through some tall weeds and some information about some specs and what it's going to have, when it gets here, when they announced it was coming. But all that stuff, we've got one out there. We've been torture testing in the backyard. We have a ton of material, pictures, videos, all kinds of stuff ready to go. But we want to make sure that we know the ins and outs of that machine before we just say, here you go, buy one. It's got this feature. Don't worry about it. It'll never break. And if it does, well, we'll figure it out together later on, right? No, we're not going to be that guy. We're not going to be that dealership. We want to know ahead of time. So when you have a problem, it doesn't spread like wildfire throughout the Automower community. Stay away from this one here because I had this problem with it and it took 7 months to repair it. It took 8 months to repair it. I didn't have my mower the entire summer because it was at the repair shop. And we know that happens because we get the horror stories and emails and phone calls, and that's why we have people shipping their mowers to us for repairs. We want to break that cycle, whether it's, just getting more dealers that are up to speed, and I know a lot of the dealers are like us. They struggle to find good, reliable help that wants to learn the product, that will stay there, you can invest in. So it's not on the dealers themselves, but, one way or another, we have to solve this issue because we need to have people have confidence in these machines so that they keep buying them, they keep using them, and they realize that, hey, this isn't really any more complicated, or I shouldn't be any more afraid of this than my push mower, my lawn tractor, my zero turn. That's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So this year, you're going to see more stuff popping up on our YouTube channel in regards to the 415X, EPOS mowers, more from the 435X. We've been putting time and effort into learning the product and knowing the ins and outs of it for years now. When it came out with high cuts and everybody said, you just have to get rid of your low cut and buy a high cut. There's no way to do anything else. We said, yeah, you can, and here's how, and we'll give it to you. We'll show you how it's done. This seal right here. Well, if there's corrosion on those boards in the front of this, then somebody had to, spray it off with a pressure washer or was submerged in a creek. No. This right here is the other possibility that nobody was seeing. We put the time and effort into that, to fighting for that and proving this one. Right now, we got the people that, well, why can't I take my 450X and turn it into an EPOS mower so I don't have to use boundary wires? You can't do that. Technically, you could. If you really wanted to, you could. The Problem is, it's going to cost you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because an EPOS mower needs the $2,000 antenna module on the top of it. So you'd be starting out right there with that $2,000 antenna module and a $1,000 reference station, $3,000 just in 2 components to try to go wireless. You might as well just buy one that's already an EPOS mower, right? Yeah, so it's not that you can't, and we know that. It's just it's not worth it. But we know enough to be able to tell you why you can't. We know enough to talk you through it and say, this is where you're going to have the issue. This is where it's going to stumble. This is going to be the problem. Because we put hours and hours and hours and hours into this research, taking mowers out there, letting them run around and beating them into the ground, using them and abusing them to have every possible issue with them that we can come up with, so that then we can take it apart and fix it and learn how to solve those issues. We're not just sitting here with a mower on the shelf saying, don't touch it, don't breathe on it, because we need to keep that in tip-top shape so we don't lose any money out of it. We're getting them in and we're taking them out of a box, one new model at a time, and throwing them out there in the yard. We're letting them run into trees, into flower beds, over rocks, over logs, whatever else we can do to find every which way they can fail. That's what we do, because there's no other way that we're going to be able to solve the problems without the real world experience, right? So again, that's what we're here for. That's why you don't see us pushing Ciora. That's why you don't see us right away last year or the year before saying, EPOS, 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 forget your boundary wires, EPOS is all you need. And even now with the residential model out there, we're still not saying, forget your boundary wires and just jump on EPOS because it's better than ever, because it's gray now. There's more to it than that, and we want to make sure that not only do we know what more there is to it, but you know, and we can relay it to you and we can explain to you so you understand it. So again, you can buy with confidence. You know, we're not here to sell the most mowers. We're not here to buy the most mowers from Husqvarna. We're not here to do anything with that. We're here to make sure that this product keeps going. We're here to make sure that when you invest in something like this, you're confident in it. If something happens to it, you know that if you have nobody else in your area, you at least got us to come to get you somewhere, you know, to make some kind of progress for you, because that's how we are. That's how we feel. If I'm investing the money into this, it better work. If it doesn't, I'm going nowhere near anything like this again, and nobody around me is going near anything like this again. We don't have any reason to, right? So we're working as hard as we can to streamline all this, to get rid of all the negative feedback that we can, just keep everything moving forward with Automowers as best as possible. And without your support, we wouldn't be able to do that. And when I say without your support, I'm talking about the positive reviews you leave us on our Google business page, the sharing of our videos with the technical stuff to help people solve problems. I love that when I see one of our videos being shared in a Facebook group or something that explains how to solve a problem or something. That's amazing. Keep up the good work. When you buy parts from us, when you contact us and say, hey, I watched your video and I checked this, this, and this. So is this what I need now, or is that what I need now? When you put that initiative into it, we're like, oh my God, it's working. This is what we want to see. People are learning how to do this themselves. They're confident in these machines, and it's going to spread. It's going to spread then, It's not about just you fixing your machine. It's about your neighbor buying one then, because they see that you've got one, and you tell them, no, I haven't really had any problems with it. And when I did, I just went to roboticmowerservices.com, and I watched a video on there. I bought the part. I fixed it myself. These stories about the mower going there and being at a dealership all summer long and it costing $7,000 to fix a $2,000 mower, they're ludicrous, especially when you deal with Robotic Mower Services. That's where we're at. That's what we want to keep going, right? Because that's what you guys want, that's what we want, and that's what makes everything better in the Automower community. So, now that I've talked about all this service stuff and how you can be confident in a all-wheel drive Automower again, and in the future, you'll be able to be more confident in the new models that are coming out now as we, work through them and figure out the ins and outs of them. We're going to go backwards now to 2016. Ever since 2016, any model of Automower, anytime you touched a connect board in it, whether it didn't have a connect board from the factory or it had a connect board and you're swapping out a new one. What have you always been told? Because I've said this myself too. If you're putting a connect board into a mower that didn't have one, put the connect board in there yourself, but it's got to go to a dealer to have the software updated, right? Yes, that's what we would say. If your mower already has a connect board in it, say it has a 3G connect board, and you need to upgrade to the 4G connect board, you can put the board in the mower yourself, but it's got to go to the dealer and have the software updates done. That's what we've always said. That's what we've always heard. People still say that, right? We're saying no. We're saying that if you buy an Automower Connect 4G kit from us, from our website, which will be going, this kit will be going live here within the next day or two, you'll get the board right here from the kit. You'll get the stuff to mount it into your mower that doesn't have a 4G board in it, and you will be able to plug this in. You'll be able to mount it, plug it in, and you'll have instructions on what to do, and that'll be it. It'll start working. No trip to a dealer, no interactions with the dealer after that. DIY 4G Automower Connect for your 115H that was Bluetooth only, for your 310, for your straight 315 non-X models that never had it, for your old style 430Xs that never had it, and we've had the poll on the Facebook groups. The kit has an MSRP from Husqvarna of, I believe, $300. We're going to have it at a lower price than that. Just to help you guys out that have always wanted it, but didn't want to go through the hassle of, number one, going through a dealer or paying like $300 to have the kit and then have the dealer charge you money to install it, to update it, all that good stuff. No. You order it, select your model, we send it to you. You take the mower apart, probably following one of our videos on our YouTube channel, I don't know, wherever you get your information from. You mount the board in there, like I said, follow the instructions, you're good. That's it. And you might be saying, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's definitely lost it now. He's definitely off his rocker. Too many hours late at night in the shop. No, I'm offering this to you guys. We're offering it to you because we're confident it's going to work, and we're confident because we've spent the last year doing it. That's how we improve this. By trying over and over again, by failing over and over again, and then learning from it and correcting it. So, Automower Connect 4G boards for your mowers that didn't have them, going to be available on the website. If you have a mower that already has Automower Connect in it, and you need the 4G update from a 3G or whatever, you don't have any dealers in your area, reach out to us. Let us know. We'll see what we can do to help you out. That's an ongoing issue, but we're here to help. So, I keep going on and on about this stuff because there's so much stuff coming out now, but I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter so it's easier to upload to Facebook and YouTube and everything, and you guys can comment on it on there. You can send us an email, whatever, if you got more questions or just want to say, hey, thanks for the information. Hey, thanks for what you're doing, or, you know what, you really suck. We'll listen to any of it. We love reading the feedback from you guys, so whatever you got, shoot it at us. But the place to go for all your Automower needs, www.roboticmowerservices.com. You can find Automowers, Automower accessories, Automower parts, Automower technical support, all kinds of technical information. Spent days, about a week ago, adding more stuff to that website. We got an EPOS section, we got a sales section now, more stuff on sale. More technical information on there that's easier to find, all kinds of stuff on that website. I can guarantee you won't find more information about Automowers on any other website out there, at least not based in the United States. And that includes Husqvarna's. You will not find as much in-depth information on troubleshooting your Automower on Husqvarna's website or YouTube channel as you will on ours. Compare them. Go to our channel, Robotic Mower Services, go to theirs. Tell me if I'm right or not. If I'm not, we'll put more on there. I got more waiting. We've got tons of stuff on the 415X and the EPOS, like I said, and more on the 435s. We got the vault loaded down. It's just finding the time to do it. So, yeah, if you don't find what you're looking for on our website, you need more help, you need something a little bit more in-depth, you got some questions, you can contact us through the website, or you can send us an email, roboticmowerservices@gmail.com. let us know the model, the serial number, and as much information as possible, whether you're looking for a part, whether you got a technical issue or whatever. And we get a lot of emails for technical support, so bear with us. We do get bogged down sometimes. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can to help you get fixed up and back out and mowing. That's really the main things. Our website and our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, because we do a bunch of stuff on there. Instagram, we might do a little bit more on there this year than we did last year. We'll see. See what time allows. But the other thing is, on our website, you want to make sure to sign up for our email list, because we do have some promotions. We do have some promotion codes and different kinds of deals that we're going to be offering directly to our people through our email list from our website. So sign up for that so you don't miss out on those deals. That's going to do it, I think. I'm going to just hold off there instead of going on a long rant about a bunch of other stuff. But the main topics were, we're thankful for the support you've given us. To look back now and say that we've got new automowers in at least half the states in the country is amazing. To know that we've actually worked on mowers from over 60% of the states in this country is incredible. The amount of countries that we still see phone calls and messages and emails from looking to us for tech support. I don't even know how to wrap my mind around that, because we don't even speak the same languages in some cases. Just phenomenal. Thank you all for that. Buy in confidence, because even if you can't get help in your area, we're here. We'll do what we can to help you out. 435X, awesome answer to a lot of problems with terrain, tree roots. You've seen our video where it's out running around through a wooded area where you wouldn't really want to take a tractor in a zero turn. Great machine. Look for ones that have a serial number that starts with 22 and up, so it's going to be more reliable. If it doesn't have a serial number that high, contact us. We'll walk you through what you got to do, what should be replaced, what should be updated, what's changed in that time since it was built till now. That's it. Promise you, we're going to wrap it up here. So, leave me some comments, give me some feedback, let us hear what you're thinking, what you got going on, any questions you got, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.